Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Draw with Mikey. How are you guys doing? It is Wednesday the 13th, fun times, midweek day, and I am super tired because it is first thing in the morning. The lighting in this room is all weird because the sun is rising. It does that, apparently. I don't ever want to have to see that again. So for those of you not in the know, welcome on board. This is obviously our super casual, yay, random drawing, talking about whatever kind of thing. And obviously I just kind of read through your comments from the last episode, such as Golden Boy Art Addict's comment of, can you try Starfire? Which I'm assuming is a drawing request of some sort for, I think Starfire might be like a Teen Titans character. I'm not overly familiar. Maybe DC Comics, something like that. But what I'm actually thinking of drawing today, because we did like a gender swap, because I kind of owed you guys one a while ago, is I was thinking that, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, like the first Draw of Mikey episode we ever did, I did like a Jon Snow Reborn kind of thing, where I was thinking about the idea of Melisandre using the power of the flames and her god lore to bring back Jon Snow. And now that Game of Thrones is actually coming out quite soon now, and everyone's quite excited about it again, I wanted to just have another go at that idea. So click on the playlist down in the description below if you ever want to see that first episode. But once I'd locked that idea on paper, it was a good opportunity to actually just dive in and have another go at it. You don't have to think about an idea once you've got it on paper. You can just go off and live your life and then come back to it at a time that suits you. The other image was just about the thoughts down. Now I want to have a go at maybe expressing something that actually expresses the pain of rebirth that Jon would come across. Something along those lines. So we're going to have like a pain-filled, maybe clutchy hand kind of shape. I'm kind of trying to work out how the fingers will go by looking at loads of reference images off screen. But whilst I'm doing this, what are you guys drawing and how are you guys doing at home? Hope you're having a lovely week. We'll have this little finger shooting off, trying to be a big boy finger, but everyone knows it isn't because you know what them little man-dem fingers be like, just existing, if anything. Something like that. Then this hand's going to be wider as a result, less effeminate, more masculine. And then we'll have some nice big knuckles and things, not so big, coming off down here, and a hand like that. Something like so. Let's get a thumb that's probably sneaking out around about that zone. What on earth is he drawing? Is it even in focus? Probably not. Let's click the old focusy focus button. Welcome everybody. And crack on with your comments. I've made myself a cup of tea, but I almost drunk it already. I'm so tired. Brandon Flores. Hello there, sir. Hi, Mikey. Random question. Go ahead. What will happen if an unstoppable object crashes with an unmovable wall? Note, one cannot destroy the other. Hence the name, unstoppable and unmovable. Oh, fucking hell. I just woken up, bro. That's an unkind question. What will happen if an unstoppable object crashes with an unmovable wall? Simple. The unstoppable object won't destroy the wall, it will simply penetrate it. It will go straight through it, leaving a perfect hole, or even better, the unstoppable object, not stopping its motion, will simply phase into a different form of existence on a different ethereal plane, and phase straight through the unmovable object, in no way affecting it. Thus, both items retain their core values. There you go, knowledge. Phasing into a different reality and just sliding right through it. And then you further ask, Brandon, with your excellent questions. Awesome, Mikey. Another great drawing. Ah, thank you very much, kind sir. I've been wondering, and this is just an opinion, can you make a drawing tutorial on Friday and then an SAS on Saturday so you can finish your to-do list faster? Physically, it might be possible. Drawing tutorials on Fridays and then an SAS every Saturday. But I just wouldn't have the time. I don't have that kind of time. If I was doing YouTube full-time, maybe, then I could probably fit in loads of stuff. But I have projects that I work on and a day job that I go to every week and what was left of a social life that I'm also trying to still keep together. So yeah, that's not going to happen, mate. I just haven't sadly got the time for it. Although, thank you for the idea. I know where you're coming from. It would be a good idea to make more space in the week. What I'm trying to do is have a little head here. That's going to be a Jon Snow head. This is him kind of going, "Rah, I'm awake." Or alive. No, awake. This is... Yeah, am I drawing a picture of Jon Snow coming back to life? Or am I trying to express the pain I feel when I have to wake up extra early in the morning? I really This could be one or the other. In either case, there's a lot of emotions and feelings and confusion. And then a load of people in black want me dead. And then there's usually a wolf outside. It's horrible waking up when you have to wake up a little bit earlier than your body really wants you to. Andrew Francisco, hello sir, nice gender bender guts, it looks badass. Thank you very much. He's referring to the image we did in last week's Draw with Mikey. Oh, I'm waking up a bit now. Also, I like the idea of you drawing and us guessing before you get to the time lapse. Lapse, sitting in your lap. I, for one, would enjoy a video series on that premise if it's done by you. Thank you very much, sir. That's quite an idea. I think that's not a good idea for a video series, but I think that's a great idea for a live stream if I ever get round to doing such magical things where I would start to draw a gender bender character, and then in the live stream you can try to have a guess at what the character is. That might work. We'll think about that in the future, sir. Good idea indeed. Let's just try to have a mouth that's not so happy. Really struggling to wake up, going, "Wah!" If anything. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired, guys. You're going to get some terrible sound effects in today's episode. Such as, "Rah, rah, I'm Jon Snow, rah, I'm really excited about the new series of Game of Thrones, rah." You know what, I am probably most excited about this Game of Thrones series than all of the others, except maybe Series 1. Simply because I'd never read Game of Thrones when the first series was out, like HBO popped it on UK television as well. And so I was like, oh my fucking god, what is this? This is amazing, it's blowing my mind. And then I got into the books, and then the books are far superior. So I was like, oh, okay, this is in fact even better. So after that, for me, the series wasn't living up to the books. But now we've reached a point where the series has killed off characters who are still alive in the books, and it's gone in slightly different directions for some people. So now I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. Like, this series is going to turn up, and it's got Sir Robert Strong in it. Is that the mysterious quiet character who we kind of know who it's based on? And he's not really done much yet in the book, so I'm really excited to see now what the television version is actually going to have all of these people doing. So that is good stuff. Well done, Hubbo. Well done. Colby Senior. Well, I was surprised at hearing the comment being read. Well, welcome, sir. It's happening again. But also, by the way, you're one of a few people to pronounce my name right. Oh, well done, sir, and cheers. Thank you. And the link helps to an art FAQ, I think, is what I probably sent you. Luke, I'm currently drawing Raikou Matoi from Kill La Kill. Excellent stuff. Obviously, this is the casual drawing series, you lovely people, where, you know, just kind of get on with your own artwork if you're not going to sort of copy what I'm doing, or just draw or chill out or whatever you want to do. Usually, I just stick on some music in the background, but sometimes I just have a little talkie-talkie on the camera phone. Okay, so we've kind of almost gotten away with these finger shapes. Not perfectly yet, but better. So let's just bring this in. We're going to stick shadow all over this in the form of loads of crazy pen scraping later on. I really just want to emphasize a lot of stress in this hand. It's going to happen with lots of lines and pulling and angles and weird things like that. And maybe we'll make the knuckles bulge out a little bit. Just to kind of give some shape and form to these fingers. I like so. And then around about here, it's going to be nail space, maybe nail space, stuff like that. And this finger is going to come up from there, but it might be a bit of hand webbing just there. Natural, not like freaky swamp monster stuff. Then come up from here. And then there. Excelente. Much, much better. Wrist bone, something about here. Join to the forearm. Down here. God, what the hell's going on, man? Sleepy first thing drawing. I haven't tried this in a really, really long time. Like, get out of bed, make some tea, and immediately start drawing on camera. Superman Prime HD. Is it wrong that I initially thought Mikey was Australian? No, it's not wrong. Well, it is technically wrong, as in I'm not Australian, but it's not, you know, bad to think that. I have nothing wrong with Australians. I have, like, I am aware of it. My voice is really weird and nasally. So, like, it's like, kind of sometimes. And then sometimes it's a little bit deeper. But it's just a really weird English accent I've got. It's almost perfectly southern. Hello, sir. I hope you're all doing very well today. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Draw with Mikey. Today we're going to enjoy some art, my little diddums, and then have fun down the orphanage with Queen Victoria. But, yeah, it's just It's not quite English. It's a little bit odd. I grew up a tiny bit when I was a baby in a completely different country. I won't tell you because it'll spoil where I'm from. But then I also grew up when I was a young child for a bit in America, in Georgia, I believe, in Atlanta, something like that, or not far from where the massive golf parks are. I completely forget. I was very, very young. And then I came to England, although I was born in England, to then take care of my accent. And this is what you get today, something like this. Oh, I'm not sure about this mouth situation. Teeth will come somewhere down bar. Yeah, we'll just make all of this black, and then we'll have lips up here. And that'll then really stress out the mouth sitch like so. Better. Yes, yes. I can feel your anger. It focuses you. Sharon, Tracer from Overwatch. That's a video game character, so another person you want me to draw. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm just that bit awkward says, I just friggin' love your art. You're so talented. Caps lock! Thank you very much. I love your comments. So it looks like everybody's having a nice day after all. Well done, well done. And no, I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Stick up with videos. We'll just keep making more of them. I don't massively have a game plan. Just doing stuff that comes naturally, if anything. That's the only way I can think of it. We'll have some nostril up here. Some Jon Snow schnoz of some sort. And then we're going to have like loads of pull and crease lines to actually have a shape to this face. This is what gets really difficult, is faces at weird angles. You kind of have to think about where are the cheekbones, where are the eye sockets, where's everything going to be, and then try to map it out accordingly. With maybe just lots of lines at the moment. This will be a very liney, probably creepy drawing, and then we'll have a bit of eye there. That feels about right, but the brow's probably going to stick forward or up in this instance and come around like that. Probably same here. We'll still get some brow, even though the head's at a little bit of an angle. And then all sorts of weird angle on the jaw up to the ear on this side. Everything's going to be coming down round to chin line that's kind of here. You'll have some facial hair, obviously. That will deal with most of what we're trying to map out. And you kind of see the bottom of an ear, if anything, around about there and there. And then all of this is going to be a little bit of Jon Snow forehead, just a little bit. And then the rest of it's going to come sweeping back like so. Something like this. And all going because of the neck. It's not a big, like, fatty neck or anything like that. Don't really eat that well when you're north of a wall. Just kind of make do with what you can. There will be some truncated neck muscle here. Adam's apple is around about here. We'll just indicate it with a circle. And other lines kind of up and around. I'll have to put a lot of this in shadow to kind of help map it out and give it depth and dimension. But very roughly, a face, lots of creased lines and folds, a shoulder, arm, chest, down like here, just indicating a bit of rib shadow that might be on a less malnourished kind of chest like that. But Jon Snow's he's like the wolf, he's not the lion, he's a wiry character, I think, as opposed to overly muscled. I mean, he's probably, because in the books now, he's actually like a fully grown adult as opposed to a kid, but kind of have to try to keep the rhythm of the character similar, if not the same. So what else you guys got going on in your comments? Ghast Killer says, hey Mikey, thank you for inspiring me to draw anime again. So thanks and keep at it. That is awesome. I love inspiring people. And I know that sounds really douchey, like, I fucking inspire people. Screw you. I'm fucking best thing ever. My farts smell of magic. Obviously, I'm just a bit of a dickhead who just draws on camera for fun. But it is really, really proper cool to hear, like, if you guys are getting into drawing or the tutorials help you and stuff. I do really like that, because I do like drawing, and I hope you guys like drawing as well. I bloody hope so, because if you hate drawing, by the way, and you hate videos, and you hate video commentary, this is like the worst possible video you could be watching. So what's wrong with you, man? Why are you here, bruv? Why are you here? But if you do like drawing, I'm really, really pleased. So welcome, stay at it. Okay, so let's talk about Jon Snow's facial hair. He has like the tash, and it doesn't perfectly come straight down. It goes wide with old J-Dog off of top of the mouth. So it comes out a bit, and then it doesn't really kind of come back to life till we're entering this zone. He gets a bit of soul patching, and then he gets like a bit of a bare chin. Old Jon Snow, he's got like when he grows a beard around the front. So then it's usually up around here, and then kind of joins in around that part of his face. So I'm just going to indicate all of that with some scribbly scribs. Something like that up there. And then cheek zone there and there. And we're just going to grab another layer on top of that. A little scribbly scrib. Do like a scribbly scribberoo. You might have thought that scribbling days are over since you've stopped being absolute toddlers and children. But there's always time for a little bit of a scribble. Scribble and dribble. That's what babies like to do. Give them a surface and a pen and they will scribble and dribble all over it. You can tell I'm not a father. I can't even tell children apart. Like, if you're not, I've said this before, but like, if you're not old enough to buy me a drink at the pub, sometimes I will have trouble remembering you from another person. And I appreciate a lot of you guys are younger getting into drawings here. But, you know, welcome on the drawing side. But, you know, you've got to be old enough to buy me a drink to really have value as a human being. I'm just kidding. Although, am I kidding? I don't know. Who knows? Mikey likes a pint, and Mikey likes people buying him pints. That is the English way. Let's make these nostrils a little bit dark, just to throw them back a little bit. We're getting there. Right now, it looks like a bald kind of fighter character, but we'll slowly build it up. Don't you worry. Shiny Potato says, just names. Just asking Mikey, do you drink your tea with milk and sugar, or just plain old tea? Oh my god, I'm not a monster. Oh my god. You know what? I was playing a monstrous video game the other day, and I had to drink tea without milk in it, and it was the saddest thing I'd done all day. So I like milk in my tea. I used to have it really, this is, you can tell I'm really excited to answer this question. This is really important stuff to an Englishman. I have milk in my tea, and like a normal human being, I put the tea bag in, and then the boiling water, and then the milk, not the other way around like a scumbag. And then I used to have it really sweet when I was younger, and now I don't take sugar in my tea at all. And it's not because I wanted to avoid sugar, it's because tea is so important to me. I wanted to get used to requiring less things to have tea, like sugar, because it got to the point that if I was out of sugar, I couldn't have some tea. And that made me really sad. So now I have tea where all I need is tea and milk, like, you know, minimum requirements, so that there's less things to spoil tea if I don't have them. I hope that makes sense. Guts life was more than rough, says Alex Garcia. Can you do Gobumi from Re Monster or Hishiro from Re Life? Also, the tutorials really help. I'm glad they do. I've not heard of Re Monster or Re Life, unless you're just saying Monster and Life. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so tired. I've not heard of either of those anime. I'm going to have to look them up. Or manga, kind sir. I will have a checkaroo. Thank you for the suggestions. Jon Snow gets like some fashion hair that comes up over the front of his head. I can't draw it too steep because of the angle, but he gets lots of like fashionable locks going a very particular line for him for a bit, and then he's got all his Jon Snowish young winter boy curls that just throw out everywhere. Bit of a ladies' man is old Jon Snow, I dare say. I'm sure he's a very popular character with women as well as the men. So let's get that on there. Curls kind of sort of throw out a bit around here. And then on this side, I don't know, do they kind of stick out? Yeah. They'll kind of go up there. His hair will be all over the place. Something like that. A little bit, I think. And then, still with the cloak and the cape and the bits, he's kind of going to be kind of still wearing it to a degree whilst he's down. Although it's going to have fallen off his shoulders, because he will have been laying out flat on the table at some point, his corpse. I'm trying to imagine that he's kind of rising back up from the table in one motion, kind of like a coming back to life kind of gasp. Oh, I've nearly given myself a cough there, just making that sound effect. That's weird. So I'm going to have the cloak just falling off him, like so. And that way we get to still see, hopefully, the stab wounds, if I've just made it turn up high enough somewhere on the page. Nick says, hi Mikey. Hi Nick. I just got a sketchbook and started drawing, but I've also got a digital Wacom sketchpad. Oh, very cool, sir. I use a Wacom Bamboo. It's rubbish. Do you have one? And could you do a tutorial on how to draw that way digitally? Really love the videos, learn a lot. Oh yeah, sure. One day. Is this on camera? Is that in shot? This is my digital Majigamy Jig. Hope that you can see that. You'll notice that not all of the lights shine on it anymore because it's really old. It's really knocked around. I've actually completely worn the surface off of it for years of use. And now it's really smooth and shiny and weird. And sometimes it has trouble recognizing itself on a computer. It's a bit of a nightmare. I'm hoping to save up for better stuff. But yes, we can do that maybe in the future. One pro tip, do your line work on paper if you've got a small tablet. Because I try sometimes doing my line work as a layer straight into Photoshop, and that it takes so long. It's absolutely not worth it yet until, like a touchscreen tablet, you can draw a line and you know where it is. On Photoshop, you're just having to constantly build up your lines of all these strokes, and then it's really messy around the edge. Then you have to go in with an eraser and try to kind of bring it back. It's just much less worth it than you really might imagine. But yeah, I'll try to get round to doing that. I'll try to review it to a certain degree and give some tips and advice. If I can think of some, it's not really been on my radar just because I've always found it a little bit troublesome, if anything. Azuela Ivardi says, I'm working on a gender-bent Mikey. Oh, no, that's not a good idea. Mikey Oh, for God's sakes. I've got version 1 of 3 done. It just needs to be inked, and I'm cracking on version 2 of 3. Oh, my God. That's really awesome, I guess. It's kind of creepy. I found your Facebook, and I don't know how to post-stroke send it to the photo on there. How am I going to do it for my iPad? I'm confused. Yeah, you guys, if you're not already aware, I mean, there's probably a link in the description below if I remember to do these sorts of things. But, yeah, I have a Facebook page, which originally I just thought, oh, I do stuff on YouTube. I should probably have a Facebook page, and I didn't really think about it. And now that Facebook page is like just full of your art submissions. So if you're ever doing drawings and you want to send them to me or submit them, send it as a picture file in a message to me on my Facebook page, and I will take a look at it. Sometimes, not every time. Sometimes I might even post it for the rest of the world to see, so do be warned. Yeah, so that's all cool. Awesome. If you want to send it to me on there, go for it. Although, you know, kind of tentatively quite worried as well. We'll see how that gets on. Done quite a gummy Jon Snow in this instance. Maybe I should send his teeth a bit further back into the top of his mouth, like so. It's a little bit better. Nice. It's slowly coming to form a face a little bit more realistically in this instance. And then in terms of the hand that's sticking up, it's going to be something like shadow zone here, maybe, something like that. So let's just roughly map in where I'm going to have these things. Shadow zone here down this finger and all up down there. But in various kind of notches and bumps, not perfectly smooth lines, because there's all sorts of stresses and pulls and things happening with the tendons on the back of his hand. Shadow zone around about here. Just scribble these bad boys in. Obviously, never a masterpiece on this series. It's all about just getting ideas down on paper so that you don't have to try to store them in your brain anymore, where they tend to get lost after a while. Shadows down there. Somebody said to me at work, oh, really weirdly, a guy who worked in my old office, I've changed jobs, by the way, I do very similar jobs now to the old one. A guy who worked in my old office now works in my new office, a really top fella who does his own artwork and on the side, and he does like book covers from collages and stuff. I'll have to talk to him and see if he's happy for me to name him and put a link to his artwork on here at some point. But he said to me once that ideas float around in the world and then they sit on your brain. And the idea will sit on your brain for a while, and you either take that idea and do something with it, and if you don't, then the idea floats off of your brain and then it sits in somebody else's brain to see if they do it. So if you've ever had an idea and thought, what if we made this or something, and then a year later someone else actually does it professionally, and you're just like, oh wow, I had that idea once, then that's his kind of explanation of the process there. If you have an idea, you need to seize it and do something with it, otherwise eventually it will float away and somebody else will seize that idea and do something with it that you didn't, and then you'll regret it. Let's just get that up in something like that. We'll kind of play around with mapping that and exactly where shadows are in the later parts. Actually, maybe just a little bit of chest shadow down here. And all this is going to have stress lines and shadow at the top, and then underarm shadow, I guess, where that comes in, and like so. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and what else are you saying? I carried away and drew too much tea bags and teacups in the drawing. Oh, wow, you really are doing a drawing of me. That is accurate. Well done. Yeah, send it over. I'd love to take a look. Young Arn says, well, seeing as we are free to discuss drawing-related topics, and some of these topics might even be anime-related, great topics, here is a mini rant. Oh, you've written a long thing. As an animation student going into my second year of college very soon, I need to talk about this one infuriating topic. That's probably exactly what your voice sounds like. When you are doing an anime style in college, the teachers will tear you the fuck apart, language, for using that style. Like I've been drawing for 7 years and they have the audacity to tell people that they are too in their comfort zone. On top of that, If you have a high-quality portfolio, even if there's a smidgen of the anime manga-related style, there's a chance you won't be accepted anywhere. Like, fuck off. You can develop your own style from the anime manga style. So if anybody who reads this wants to do animation, I would recommend doing some slight cartoonish stuff on the side, just so you can use it for a portfolio. Mini rant over. Have a great day. Have a great day, young Arn. Oh, there's a lot to discuss there, isn't there? Yeah, like the value of a portfolio, what kind of art do you keep in it versus art teachers trying to kind of push you out of anime style. I've heard before people tell me of when they've been drawing in manga and anime styles, and their art teachers have tried to dissuade them and force them onto classical art styles. And God, this is actually a massive topic, so I'm going to do my best to summarize my thoughts and feelings on that. To a certain degree, I agree with them. As in, you need to, if you're actually serious about art, if you dive into just one style, like if you love drawing anime and manga like I do, you will be stuck in that style and that genre. And you're right, if you don't push your technique and have a go at other artistic styles, you will limit yourself. And the more other artistic styles you play with, and then come back to anime and manga each time, you're going to be stronger every time you do that, because you'll have more experience and more variation. So I do agree with that. However, I also completely feel that anime and manga is a perfectly legitimate art style in its own right. Just as much as other artists might do one technique, I recommend they do cartoons and anime and stuff as well. So it certainly has artistic value. You can't deny that because it's such a massive medium now. And thankfully, it's way more popular now in the West, especially with the internet, it's very easy to find your anime and manga. But when I was kind of growing up in the early 90s, very late 80s, it was difficult to come across. Like, I think there's like a Cartoon Network in America that kind of really kicked it off. I forget what it's called, but it was really tough to come across, and it had much less of an influence. So people were very standoffish about it, unlike they are now, or at least less so. So do mix it up. Don't just draw it. But if I had a really good anime art piece or manga piece, I'd put it in a portfolio, because I'd want a portfolio to help show some of the work styles that I'd want to work in. If you want to work solely in watercolour and do realistic landscapes, you might have a very watercolour-y, realistic landscapey portfolio, because you'd want to impress somebody with that portfolio who would hopefully have a watercolour-y, landscapey kind of job for you to do, and vice versa. But do mix it up. In terms of animators and cartoonists and stuff like that, yeah, I mean, you can kind of get all sorts of styles out the way. But yeah, if you love your anime, then crack on with it. And if you love your manga styles, do the same. But do other styles and techniques. I often draw in a manga anime style. You'll kind of notice that this isn't really quite that style whatsoever at the moment. I don't know what the style is. This is basically just a mess. So this is like a bad example. But yeah, mix it up. I mean, like, have separate pages on your portfolios maybe, just dedicated to something a bit more graphic and visual. But keep your options open, certainly. Don't just stick with one thing. I think what we're going to have to do is throw his hair around a bit as well to show more motion. I've kind of kept his hair in a very Jon Snowy direction at the moment, to kind of like hopefully make a slightly recognisable Jon Snow. If somebody said this is Jon Snow, you kind of go, maybe. But we need to kind of throw some hair around as well. And just had to do a flawless cut there. What I was saying is probably try to sneak in maybe a Melisandre face around here. Probably not going to fit it in. The reason why the phone just cut up there is because it's the morning and I've got all my alarms set, so they're going off and they turn off the recording. So this won't be the only cut. There will be another one probably randomly happening in a moment anyway. But yeah, a really good point, young Arn, about should you have art and manga anime drawings in your portfolio? Like everything in life, it really depends. Who are you trying to impress with your portfolio? What kind of work do you want to do? And certainly don't make it only one art style. Your portfolio should express your range and your ability to adopt a number of styles, as well as showing off your own style. Or at least that's what I think. Like, you want people who've got lots of skills. What is it, Napoleon Dynamite? He's like, you've got running skills, jumping skills, bow staff skills. You want lots of art portfolio skills. God! Anyway, I hope at least somebody understands what film I'm talking about there. But yeah, keep up the skills. Keep up the range. Absolutely. So, what else are you saying? Dragonfire 79. As you can guess, I'm a fan of old school anime. Ranma, Bubblegum Crisis, 2032, 2033. Oh man, you're naming a lot of excellent classics from the manga times. Anyway, I'd love to see your take on Nini Romanova from Bubblegum Crisis 2032. I'll have to actually, wait a minute. I can just copy paste what you've said here. I don't have, you'll notice my keyboard's not here, because I've not got space in my desk. Like, I don't have a big, like, art space to get this stuff done. So I have to put the keyboard up somewhere behind the screen. Nini Romanova, I'm looking on image search now, sir. Oh, one of the police officers from Beba Game Curses. Yes, indeed. She's got a very old school anime style. And I'm going to do a tutorial eventually about this old school 80s kind of style you get with a lot of anime. There are still animators and manga artists or mangakars drawing this way, but you see it a lot less. And I do want to kind of have a look and a discussion about the tropes of some of those styles and the big shiny oval eyes and stuff, because yeah, it's very unique and it's got a real kind of visual quality. So we'll talk about that more in the future, sir. Good suggestion. Ranger 2PO says, Mikey, I'm doing a project at school and the assessment is your favourite hero. Can you help me by drawing a Master Chief from Halo 5 like you do your superhero like Deadpool, Batman and Superman? You're referring, sir, to the Draw Simple Easy series that I've got out on Mondays. That is another great suggestion, sir. And yeah, I'll have to add a Master Chief to the to-do list. I've just done Captain America in the last episode. Just I'm burping and stuff because it's so early. My body doesn't understand why I'm not eating breakfast yet. So I kind of have to, I'm obliged, therefore, to do an Iron Man picture at some point because of Civil War. So excited! Sorry. But then, other than that, it's a great shout. I should add Master Chief to the list. Tim, no, you goddamn business. Great to see you back, Mikey. Hope you enjoyed your holiday, my friend. I've got something for you here. Colouring. Oh, hello. There's a deviant art link. I'm just going to open this. Are you ready to die, monster? Oh, excellent stuff. If you look in the comments of the last video, the one I'm reading the comments from now as well, I've just got to go back to the video. Wait, pause it before it makes noise. Lovely. Then check out Tim No Your Damn Business's link now. He's done an excellent kind of fighty, swordy girl. Bits reminiscent of Kill la Kill to a certain degree. Covered in blood. Very, 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 very good. Okay, let's get some collarbone depth in there and drop a bit of shadow there to start building up this image more and more. Slowly, slowly, slowly. It slowly takes on a human shape as I talk my way through this episode. What else we got going on? Oh, I've got to reorganize your comments again to see all of them. Excuse me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it a bit more. And show more. Actually, how many comments have we... Oh my god! Oh, there's loads of comments. Oh man, there was way more comments in the last episode than I honestly thought. We're going to have to speed up. Oran Samaj says, I'm just here at home drawing an original character. Excellent, sir. But what character are you drawing? Can you link it? Do you have a Facebook page or a DeviantArt? Because if you guys are drawing, I would bloody, in case I've not made that clear, I'd love to see what you guys are up to. Obviously, you see what I'm drawing sometimes for just to get ideas out of the head or just fill up the sketchbook. But what are you guys drawing, man? I want to know. I really want to know. It's awesome stuff. Matthias Eklund says, any tips when it comes to drawing backgrounds, Mikey? I'm going along with that. I know it's not anime. Oh, mate, don't worry. We don't have to talk about anime. We'll talk about anything in this series. It's totes cool. We'll talk about politics, religion. I mean, let's not, because that just leads to YouTube arguments. But anything you want. Could you possibly do a drawing of Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars: The Clone Wars? You know what? The only Clone Wars that I've watched are, I think it's The Clone Wars, the Cartoon Network cartoon, done in that kind of Samurai Jack way. Because they're fucking awesome. And the others really just didn't do it for me. But I will look up that character in the future and add her to the list. So thank you for the suggestion. Good, 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 good. And tips when it comes to drawing backgrounds. Look at lots of real life backgrounds to start off with. Don't worry about drawing in an anime manga style. Look at stuff in real life and get used to your landscapes. Then, eventually I'll do a tutorial on backgrounds and the weight and how they should affect a scene. But until then, keep it real. Just learn to be very observant. There's all sorts of character traits of a city or an environment that you don't really think about, but if you capture it in an image, it really speaks to the viewer and has that realistic feel. I don't know how to describe that better right now. We'll get to it. Optic Deviant says, yo, Mikey, lols, you inspired me to draw more, and after a month, your tutorials, I'm doing not safe for work, and people are loving it. Oh my god. Somebody once mentioned I'm a bit like the pervy sage. I'm empowering people to draw pervy stuff. That wasn't my main mission in life, I've got to be honest, but I'm glad I'm helping people draw somehow at the very least. Good for you, Sal. Well done. Crack on and don't get caught. Z-Slayer Mazamuni says, at first I thought it was Casca dressed like Guts due to the brand being on her breast. Great shout, referring to the last episode's Draw of Mikey, the image that we did there. Yeah, you know what? I looked at that, and I looked at how I'd made a short version of Guts' hair, and realised that I'd actually drawn quite a Casca-y character. After all, it's almost as if Casca had Guts' armour. I put the brand on the breast because it seemed like a fun place to place it, but subconsciously, maybe I knew all along. Good shout. Hotaru Wannable says, I'd make the One Punch Man game into a sort of Senran, Kagura, or Dynasty Warriors-esque game. Yeah, we talked about One Punch Man as well as if it was a video game. Bearing in mind he's a one-punch, one-hit win kind of guy, we were saying that the game probably wouldn't be that good because there'd be no risk to it. You just beat every character naturally. But I guess if you were running around and fighting loads of warriors, maybe it would work. Maybe. Maybe have the bosses sort of be like Boros when they're the strongest form of their respective worlds, so Saitama has to use slightly stronger attacks on them. Saitama has like a basic punch technique, and then he has a serious punch technique as well. And that's the one he uses on like interstellar beings that are the finest fighters of the galaxy. Still, he's not really pushing himself that hard, you can kind of tell. Is there an era over here? Yeah, something like that. What else is going on? Panpole Gaming. I'm kind of having to pick up the pace. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, Hotaru Wannable. You've actually written a lot more. Wait, there's more. As for manga and anime, I've been reading Soten Kuro. Never heard of it. I suggest you check that out, or the anime. It's absolutely forking nuts. Let's copy-paste this. Soten Kuro. One day, one of you guys are going to just send me a link to a gross image or something, and I'm going to copy-paste it and just be like, oh, that was a terrible mistake. Please don't do that, by the way. Okay. Oh, right. So he's a kind of dynastic fighter sort of guy. Or with those old school Chinese comics you get with... Oh, yeah, the anime style in this looks really intriguing. Oh, I'm going to have to check that out. Good suggestion. Thank you very much. It's going to go on my watch list. Other than that, I've been rewatching stuff with some friends like Upote and Mysterious Girlfriend X. Please draw Urabe. I'll put it on the list. Ladies vs. Butlers is super lewd. Let's not keep it too lewd. I'm already pushing the limits of what YouTube allows. I'll be shocked if you haven't seen Ranma and a Half. I have seen Ranma and a Half, or some of it at least, but not all. Despite being an old schooler, I need to certainly see some more. This is some cloak, fur or feathers of the watch around there, so that's going to be dark. And then the cloak draping off around here is also going to be thrown into deep darkness. We'll just scratch that in. And probably all around here is darkness as well. I'm still trying to think if I'm going to have like a hand in here to show Melisandre's kind of presence in the situation, or maybe a face around there. But we'll still get to it. Let's focus on some comments before we drop into time lapse. We're running out of time. Panpole Gaming, let's get back to what you were saying, sir. In art class, my teacher wants me to draw boobs better. And she sat me next to 5 girls and they all think I'm a perv. Oh my, what the fuck? Yeah, that's okay. You've got to tell your parents about that. It's just, I don't know what's going on there. Jazz Habadeno, excelente. Muchas gracias, señor. Merci. Merci beaucoup, mon amis. And minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. And, oh god, what's thank you in other languages? I forget. I used to be so good and now it's so rusty. Rage Gamer, can you do male character drawings? Yes, I can. I mean, we talk about this a lot and I cover it a lot, but don't worry, I'll happily say it again. There's a big to-do list of tutorials I've got for female anime characters, and we're working through it. I'm trying to do them as quickly as possible. There'll be another tutorial out on Saturday instead of a SAS, because I'm doing now 2 tutorials, 1 SAS, 2 tutorials, 1 SAS to get through the list. And then eventually we will be doing Gentlemen as well in the standard Mikey Mega Mega style. So we will get round to it. Just bear with. There's a lot to do, and I have very little time. I say that every episode because I've got, day job and things. But we will get there. So stick around. Nice. Okay, and then Joseph Borgela says, or Borgela, the only way I could possibly see One Punch Man game made is if you create your own character and you team up with Saitama and Genos, and you're competing with Genos for best student. Oh my god, that's a great idea. Yeah, you don't play as One Punch Man unless it's like a bonus round or something, like in Tekken where you have to, like in Street Fighter where you beat up the car. That's a great idea. Seeing as there's such a ranking and leaguing of all the special characters, you could design and make your own with special powers and build them up. It's a bit like, wasn't there a video game based on all the superheroes in town, and every human being's made into a superhero because of the Brainiac or something wants to digitize Earth 1 or the universe? And then, I can't really remember, but basically the game had really excellent cutscenes of Lex Luthor travelling back in time to explain to Batman and Superman about the final battle where everybody kills each other. It's a really Great cutscene. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, link it for me or let me know, because that's awesome. But yeah, One Punch Man version of that could work. 6.5 out of 10 IGN. Okay, before you leave us alone in the cold, dark wastes of a YouTube without Mikey. I mean, I'm going to stick around this summer. I plan to do videos solidly, by the way, without any interruption. I was just saying there might be like a couple lapses over the next few weeks where some videos don't upload on time simply because I'm so busy. But hopefully, it was just a warning. Hopefully it's not going to be an issue. Oh my god, there's loads of questions. How are we doing for time? This series is fine as long as I don't get too many people commenting. Otherwise, I've not thought it through. What's your spirit animal? Oh my god. Off the top of my head, don't hold me to this, I'm going to say a koala bear because they eat a lot and they sleep a lot and they like to have hugs and stuff. So, yeah, something like that, maybe? Haven't thought that through. Koala bear, I'm going to say. God, can I think of anything better off the top of my head? No, I can't. How sad's my life. Or a sloth. They also sleep a lot, but they're mostly upside down, so I don't know about that. Good question, sir. Boobs or butts? Oh, Christ on a stick. Butts. Favourite superpower? Oh, God. What superpower would you want, or what would your favourite superpower be in other people? Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess... Oh, God. Hero from Heroes. He can stop time. He still has to walk everywhere. It's a bit long. But if you could stop time, you could read books all day long. You could learn an entire language in the space of a lunch break. It would be amazing. I guess that. And obviously you do all the creepy Bernards watch stuff. Like, put people's knickers on backwards. Fuck, marry, kill. 3 of your subscribers. Oh, jeez, I'm not going to answer that, dude. If you went blind but still had an artistic impulse, how would you express yourself? Through the power of song, obviously. Have you not heard my time-lapse videos? I would sing the very best of Mikey Megamega's hits. God, nobody would like it. I'm American. Oh, well done, sir. Well done for living in the US. I don't drink tea, but I'm open to bitter experiences. What brand should I try first? Oh, man. You know what? PG tips. They have pyramid-shaped tea bags so that they float around in a cup better and loads more tea gets absorbed in the water. People will say, ooh, Earl Grey and Twinings, and they'll talk about big names. But if you want just some simple, quick pleasure, get yourself pyramid-shaped PG Tips bags, sir. Sorry for dumping all of the tea in the harbour. I'm sure they didn't mean it personally. I hope there's no hard feelings. You son of a bitch. I will fucking go to war on you. Star Wars or Star Trek? Star Wars, definitely. But Star Trek does have an excellent lineage of TV series. Some of the episodes are very, very good. Very, very good indeed. And what would you rename your channel if you... God, these questions! So many questions, bruv! Jesus, you're blowing my mind. What would you rename your channel to if you were forced to? Mega Mega 2? I don't know. Another Mega Mega. Or Mikey Mega Mega, The Apology. Which is probably something I'll be forced to do eventually. Oh, man. All those questions back at you, sir. Every single one of those questions. What's your spirit animal? Boobs or butts? Favourite superpower? And Star Wars or Star Trek? And if you had to rename yourself, what would it be? I throw that to every single one of you watching this video this far in. Get in the comments, let me know your answers there. I'm now bursting for my morning wee, by the way, so I'm going to have to now power through the rest of your comments, and then we'll go to time-lapse. Oh, so sorry we're out of time. I can't draw and talk. Pierre, JP Entertained. Jeez, can you tell me in advance when you're drawing something so sexy? Oh... Gross, 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 gross. Something about his crotch and a lot of lotion and seeing his reflection. Let's not talk about that. Red Offerbaki. Fucking love your videos. Fucking love you too. Thank you. Ood Sway. I'm always impressed with how good and inventive poses you're making. Sorry to bother you about this again. Never a bother. Please draw Satellizer El Brigitte from Freezing. She's beautiful and a power character. She is still on the list, don't you worry. Anime artist says, Mikey Mega Mega. Hey. Hey. I really like her drawings, and I hope I get better at drawing also. You should check out Dashi. He is a YouTuber. He's really funny, and I like his Bop It 2 video. Dashi, D-A-S-H-I-E. Thank you, sir. I'll add him onto the list. I'll have a look at his channel later. Rocking Rakesh. Make the drawings 3 to 4 tutorials a week. Oh, my God. If only I had the time. I'd love to, but if only I had that sort of time in my life. John Mikel Ordonez says, can you draw someone from prison school? I can, but will I? Sparky15, you are my favourite artist. Oh, thanks, bro. And I hope you would consider drawing Momoka Sagara from Valkyrie Drive. I'll add her on the list. Not really familiar with that character. Stem NV, I think that's how you say it. Okay, so I've probably missed a video explaining this, but on your SAS playlist, one of your vids are removed because of a scam report. Yeah! YouTube deleted my second Tsunade from Naruto video, which is why I made a third one with some risky stuff going on in a picture because I was so angry at them. They basically deleted it because I said I had misleading keywords or misleading links. So like when you kind of put the metadata and like you can kind of, or basically you write words that come up in a search result that help find your video. And they said that mine were too misleading. So they deleted it without letting me know. It was only because other people mentioned it to me I realised it had even gone from my page. So yeah, that's just YouTube being a dick. It happens sometimes. Like, YouTube's really awesome. And I talked about this in like Lost Pause and talking about hentai video, like a few episodes back. So check out that video, but I give you my opinion of that. YouTube is great, but they run their rules really unfairly and unevenly, sadly. Emilio Ocasio, really like the way you make your tutorials. Note, not bothering at all and very entertaining. Yeah, this series, as you can tell, I don't plan any of these episodes. I just sit down and start talking and hope for the best whilst reading your comments. That's just how you gotta live your life, I guess. Can you do or already doing a tutorial on drawing clothes and armour? That is also on my to-do list. Thank you, sir. Barney Toastmaster. Oh my god! Oh my god, there's so many comments. This is gonna have to... What am I gonna do about this? What I'm gonna do, everybody, because I've got to go to work now, is I'm gonna drop into the time lapse, by which mean I'm gonna go to work, have a day at work, come back this evening, finish this picture in time lapse, and then after the time lapse, I'm gonna read through the rest of your comments, because it turns out quite a few of you have commented last episode, and I didn't quite think it through. So don't worry, guys. For me, a whole day's gonna pass for the most part, but for you it'll just be a few moments. I'll see you guys in just a sec. Okay, friends, and welcome back. So it's now evening, oddly enough, after a lovely day at work and a little bit of time lapse. Let us crack on with some of your comments. I think next episode I'm just going to have to read the best of them, if anything. Raymond Perez, can you draw... so another suggestion, basically, for Camilla for Fire Emblem, for an SAS, certainly. Miyavi Akira is doing a 30-day art challenge. Have I ever done that before? No. For a lot of time and it helped me get better at drawing. Okay, that sounds quite cool. Tell me more, if anything. Triple O Paco, I love to watch your videos in the background whilst I'm sketching or doing anything else. Great channel, bro. Keep it up. Oh, muchas gracias, amigo para Mexico. Awesome. Mexico. Dark Zora says, I'm carrying a small sketchbook to try to draw from real life. Seriously, drop a mixtape. Yeah, man. And some heads up on some SAS characters as well. Nice idea. Always keep a small sketchbook on you if you can. It's not easy, but it's a great thing to do. Just observe real life when you're stuck on a bus or stuck on a train. Just draw strangers. Obviously, don't let them see you because it's a bit creepy. Timothy Messer. Oh, you've dropped me some YouTube links to Game Grumps, The Battle Kid Rant, and Chad Vader. Thank you very much, sir. I will start to watch those videos after I upload this one. That is a great shout. And yeah, I said it before, but if you guys know some great YouTube channels, let me know. I want to check them out. I'm drawing Judy Hopps at the moment, even though I haven't watched Utopia. That's weird. Actually, I haven't seen it either. Is that bad? Maybe. Cheers, Infected Gombies. Armin Edenham. Oh my god. Armin Egdami Drums. Hello, Mikey. I love your videos. Thanks. I love your name. I'm a guy from Germany. Oh, guten Tag. Tschüss. And I'm currently doing my bachelor in physics and in maths. Even though I don't draw myself, I always enjoy watching your videos or sometimes just listening to your commentary to relax after a day of studying. Oh my god. If you find my voice relaxing, then you live in a very dark, dark world, my friend. But it is Germany, so c'est la vie. Just kidding. I also often put a long video of yours whilst I'm doing my stretching routine for martial arts training. Oh, sweet, dude. What martial arts do you study? I fucking love martial arts. I'm more of an enthusiast than an actual skilled person. But yeah, mate, tell me what you're up to. Okay, long comment. It was indeed, but it's certainly okay. Greetings to you, sir. King of all lolly, female guts. So does this mean Griffiths is a girl too that looks like a man? And a male Kaskovitz. We'll come back to that later. Brian Perry, hello. And Juan Martinez Alzate. We love your vids, man. Oh, we love you too. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, for following these videos. It's an absolute pleasure. I've said it before and I'll say it ever again. Let me just round off by saying a great big hello to Philip CB Castillo, DeAndre Collins, Beast Row, and Sackboy3895. I hope you all have lovely lives. And yes, Sackboy, we share the secret of the mysterious title, but that's for another time. Thank you so much, everybody, for putting up with that quickly sped through run half and half video in the morning and the evening. You get to hear the two sides of Mikey before and after work. I'm going to need to get cracking and upload this right now. It's probably going to be late, if anything. And you guys get in the comments below. Do you want to talk about anything? I don't care. Let me know. And yeah, if you've got good YouTube suggestions, share with Mikey. I'll see you guys next episode. Goodbye.